Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. It's Bart and Scott. We're going to be talking about spice tree.
We're talking about it?
Yeah, and tasting it and smelling it. Spice tree from Compass Box again. Yes, we love Compass Box. And we're going to talk about something the military's been doing. These little like hydraulic combat suits that you can strap yourself into, kind of like an Iron Man. Let's just call it Iron Man.
Let's test it.
Test it.
We shall. Okay, by now most of us have probably seen the Iron Man trilogy. There's 3 of them. I think Bart is probably...
Wait. You said there's an Iron Man trilogy and there's 3 of them.
Yes, there's 3 of them.
So there's 3 in the trilogy. We already did this with the like quadology,
Quadriceratops,
Quadralis, Quidlin,
fan.
Okay, sorry, I messed you up. Go.
Anyway, Iron Man, we've all seen it. Movie's very well done. I think Bart's probably a little bit more read up though on what the military's doing in real world.
Yeah, it's real cool. They're basically looking at it's almost like a hydraulic. It's not quite a suit because it's as if you're getting into an exoskeleton. So you step into this and it's hydraulic powered, and it allows people to move faster, lift heavy objects. The idea is that you could maybe even wear it into a combat zone and then either continue to wear it or just have your gear on it, and you could even step out of it if you wanted to and then go off. Almost like a manned portable vehicle. The other cool offset to this that I've seen is they're working on almost an identical kind of suit that paraplegics can go into. So you can't walk at all. You're able to strap yourself into this, and the motions in your movement is the same. So it even would ideally not only make a paraplegic person mobile, but it also keeps their joints and their limbs moving, and it's real good just for allowing them that freedom and the health benefits of being upright and mobile rather than in a seated position. So
when they have to tie into the nervous system.
Yeah, they were doing some. I've seen a couple things. I've seen some where they just mimic the motions of the body was one they were looking at, and then they were the little thing I did see with folks that had a spinal cord injury, where there were leads that were connecting into brain tissue so that when they thought about lifting their left leg, the machine would lift the left leg. Now they're still extremely large and cumbersome at this point in time, but we've seen what they've done with prosthetics and the amazing, lightweight material and all those things. And it's really, really amazing. I mean, to give somebody their mobility back, and then the idea that you could, we were both in the military, the idea that you could go into combat carrying 400 pounds of gear, ammo, water, food, the basic stuff, and then maybe even move faster would be just something. So not only a military aspect, but a lot of things that come out of military expenditures. This could end up helping people with all types of spinal cord injuries, or anybody that's wheelchair bound. It's like amazing.
In basic training, you'd get your 4 sets of uniforms in your biotic suit.
I would imagine in basic training you would get no suit, or you would get a suit that wasn't fully powered. They'd be like, make it work, make it work, and you'd be like, oh my God, this isn't working. This is twice as hard. Yeah, that's right. Climb that, climb it, climb whatever that hill is. And you then get on a rope and then drop in water, and then they would yell at you. Were you a guide-on when you were in the military?
I did carry the guide-on.
I was a guide-on.
Until I left it unaccompanied.
Oh boy, you don't want to do that. I was the guide-on. The guide-on is the person that carries a wooden stick with your platoon flag on it and any ribbons that you've won. And I had the misfortune, we'd had our guide-on stripped, so I was simply carrying a stick. And we all got told to do push-ups, and I set the stick on the ground, and apparently you don't do that. You're supposed to put the stick on your neck and then do push-ups. But it's much easier to keep it on your neck and off the ground if you actually have a flag on it. Otherwise, it's just a stick. Spice tree.
Spice tree, Compass Box.
We are almost Compass Box fanboys.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be a fanboy, though, because I like to believe that I'm being honest. And I mean, if I get one I don't like, I will tell you. So far, I have loved everything coming out. So peat moss
for
are my favorite.
blended scotches.
Yeah.
They're putting together some excellent flavors.
Yes. We've reached out and tried to talk to them. They're not talking to us yet. So if you know somebody at Compass Box, tell them to talk to us. Poor man.
Real quick on the spice tree, they at first they age it in a virgin oak cask, and then it was moved to a separate cask where they would put in some staves of some other stuff.
This is the one that got them in trouble.
This one, yeah, they got into trouble, or
this
not
is
trouble,
the
but they got
Delilah,
into a
this is Spice
debate.
Tree.
They got into a debate with the Scotch Whisky Association. Something.
Right. Was it this one, or was it Delilah that got them in trouble?
No, it was this one.
Okay.
This one.
Right.
And so, but they're back. Spice Tree is back. They've done 2 or 3 bottlings with it.
Yeah, the Scotch Association said they were, and I will admit, like breaking and bending the rules, that they weren't supposed to add the extra staves. What they ended up getting around this somehow though, what did they do? They ended up charring the lid.
I have not. I did not read that much.
Okay, I remember reading something how they got around it, but they were in trouble for adding extra staves. Not supposed to do that apparently.
Let's see what we get without any water in there. Just smelling it, nosing it. Let's see what we get. Oh, definite spice.
Yeah,
other ginger, cinnamon.
I get the cinnamon. It's got the taste buds right back here, just like you would get from a cinnamon that are starting to go. Let me try some neat.
Yeah, it's definitely even coming up on it before you get your nose in it. You can smell it.
Wow, that'll jump up and get you.
And spice.
Oh my, this is another winner, dude. This is good. It was transitioning.
Now this you should have plenty of spice in here, hence the name. But what they said, cinnamon, cardamom, ginger.
Yeah. I don't know what cardamom is. I'll have to read up on it. But I definitely get cinnamon, some ginger. It has a spicy note, spicy smell, a rich.
And sweet. And that was, I just took a taste neat like you did. And as soon as it goes down, there's a sweetness that follows it. And cinnamon.
Yeah, it gives me a little bit of spice in the back of my tongue. It's got a little bit of that, no alcohol burn, but it's got a little bit of that alcohol spark to it.
Neat or with the water?
Even with the water.
Where are we at alcohol percentage-wise? Let's see, 46%, so about standard for what most of the stuff is we're tasting. There's definitely some of that spice in there I have not tasted in a Scotch before. And it might be the combination of the ginger and the cinnamon.
Yeah.
And the cardamom.
Yeah. Again, I wish I knew. I'm going to have to find out what cardamom tastes like exactly, but I definitely get some of the ginger. Definitely has a little bit of the cinnamon deal. It leaves like almost a sweetness. Not a brown sugar, but
almost.
Like, see, for me, it's more like just a regular white sugar, slight taste on my lips.
I'm going brown sugar. But not sweet like a liqueur. That's just there's a sweetness in it on the finish.
I get a slight floral note. It's delicious.
And it's not harsh. It's very drinkable.
Well, to me, almost all scotches are drinkable.
Now, one you said there was a hint of scotch.
Yeah, the Ron Burgundy. Go watch that video.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Shh, 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 shh.
There is definitely scotch in this.
Oh, this is scotch, baby. Again, if you're anti-blended, just go try some Compass Box. I don't care which one you pick out. I'm telling you, there is an art in blending. I think there is.
John Glazer is doing fabulous.
Yeah, there is such an art in blending. I mean, just think about it. You can take the flavors and hints from several different single malts and marry them together. And I almost want to try his mistakes. Surely not. I mean, it's like everything he's putting out is out of the park home run. I mean, has he put something out where they tasted it in the distillery and they're like, ugh, what is this? He called this, you know, Pineapple Grove. Ah. Sorry. I mean, I wonder if there's just something where he was like, yeah, I think this will be good. And they were all like, no, you went too far on that one. That one,
could be.
That one had actual, shavings from the outside of a pineapple in it. It did nothing.
Bottle that one, that'd be the $500 bottle.
Right. Now I'm making this up. He didn't do anything called Pineapple Grove. So,
that is delicious. Very well done.
I honestly wish I'd had that other spice. I wish I was more of a tasting expert to tell you that this tastes. It's a gentle, almost a mellow spice, which is a nice combination. So you've got that spice touch with a mellowness.
I don't know that it's mellow.
Well, it tastes mellow to me. Like I would love this with some jazz.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, but then it kind of fades out. This would go great with some smooth jazz. Strawberries. Like if I was hanging out, I don't know about strawberries, maybe. I didn't think strawberries. I was just thinking jazz. But it feels like a jazz drink to me, and I don't know why. It just does. All right. So I believe back on the military deal, I think it was from their DARPA plan, which is like it's kind of like an X Factor kind of deal where basically where companies go out and try to make these things at the military. I think it is DARPA. It may not be though. I mean, don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but go check it out. The man-portable suits, or whatever they're calling them, are just phenomenal, and what they might do for paraplegics, maybe even quads, I don't know.
Well, yeah, awesome. Me and Bart have talked on the side before about how even in the Olympics now, people without legs were never, you couldn't even be in the Olympics. What are you talking about?
The Blade Runner guy, who unfortunately is
we also talk about that. But before, if you didn't have legs, what are you in Olympics? Are you crazy?
On. Yeah. Now
you can't compete because you got an unfair advantage.
Well, the Blade Runner guy, they first said he had an unfair advantage. He had to go win and show that his little running apparatus was not unfair, and then he got qualified. That's awesome. Yeah. When they come and say, you're missing the legs.
You've got
too much of an advantage.
You're too fast.
That's an advantage, no legs.
Yeah.
You're moving too quick. So we're going great places as a world, I'm telling you. I know there's negative stuff out there, and I'm talking about a military machine, but then look what it does on the other side of it. So Dummies, don't forget to check out our Dear Dummies, which is if you have any questions you'd like us to ask, kind of like a Dear Abby, please send them to us. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter, which is Bruno's. I post follow us. Did you check us out?
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us.
Check us out on Facebook.
On Twitter. Check us out on Facebook and
email us bart@scotchtestdummies.com or scott@scotchtestdummies.com.
Please send them in. We'd love a dialogue. We'll respond, whether it's in your comments or if you send us an email or if you're on Twitter. And we'll do little sneak peeks on Twitter. Scott will kind of post photos of maybe what's coming up if you're interested. So see you guys later. Cilantro Dummies.
Cilantro Dummies.
See you later.